So before I start this video, I kind of just want to give a brief summary of who the Front Bottoms are. The Front Bottoms is a band from New Jersey. They make like indie rock, emo, folk punk, pop punk, shit like that. And the two consistent members are Brian Sella and Matthew Urich. And since their formation in 2006, they've released 10 albums. But about almost a month ago, there were allegations put against one of their ex-members, Ciaran O'Donnell. And the tweets that were trying to call out Ciaran were posted by Condiment Cutie on Twitter. These tweets read, 4 years ago I told the Front Bottoms I was sexually assaulted by one of their members on their tour bus after a show, and they just ignored it. They didn't call me back, they didn't update me with what they wanted to do, they just didn't talk to me again. And I know that their fans like to defend them by saying Ciaran isn't in the band anymore, but they kept him in the band after they knew. They didn't explain that decision to me, they just left me completely in the dark thinking that they didn't believe my accusation or just wanted to cover it up. A year later I was on the verge of going public about this when a member of TFB reached out to me. The conversations that followed, I confronted them about how I felt and how they mistreated me and how they mishandled the accusation. Throughout our conversation, they used multiple different excuses to explain why they did what they did, even though those excuses contracted what they say previously or said or directly blamed me. I never knew what I was hearing was the truth. In the end, their most official excuse is that they had to keep Ciaran in the band because they had a contractual obligation to tour with Blink-182 that following summer, and they couldn't just find a replacement for him in that time. Keep in mind that tour was 7 months after I told them, and that excuse said nothing about why they couldn't just answer my calls or text or call me back after I disclosed a super personal and traumatic experience to them because I genuinely believe that they would care or do something to help. Imagine hearing that you lost your mind and your friends and your ability to trust other people at all because a band that had to tour with Blink-182. They really said it like it explained and justified everything. Like it was just collateral damage to their careers. I was floored. And I know I don't say enough about Ciaran, whose behavior started all of this, but it should just have been as unacceptable as TFB's response to a sexual assault. Assault was just to quickly fire Ciaran months later at their own convenience without ever addressing the assault or the victim. TFB even told me that after I told them about the assault, they met with their management and lawyers to discuss Ciaran's immediate termination from the band, but because that tour with Blink, they had to wait. So those are some pretty heavy allegations, but the real question that everybody is thinking is, should the entire band be punished for this? This may be a very hot take, but I believe not. Now let me explain. Them not being able to kick him out of the band because of a tour is a very, very valid thing. Because if you really think about it, there are contracts going in months before or even a year or two before a big tour. So the contracts were obviously already laid out and already given. They were already signed by Ciaran himself, which means he wouldn't be able to back out of the tour or be kicked out of the tour at any point. So that excuse is a very, very valid excuse. And I know that you already said this in this thread, but the band shouldn't be punished because of Ciaran not being in the band. Yes, that is true. That is really stupid that people are trying to say that, but in a way I kind of agree. They instantly kicked Ciaran once the contract was up. He's out of the band, but I do still believe that they should have done more legally, maybe going into court, and took legal action. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please smash that like button and subscribe. Tell me what you think about these allegations in the description. These are some seriously fucked up allegations, but it's your choice if you want to keep listening to them or not. But yeah guys, peace.